When Marco runs into his old friend Eric, he doesn't think too much of it. He's got a couple of more important things to do, like, helping to save the world. But then Marco finds out Eric's been hanging with some of the kids in at the sharing, and he starts to think that something just a little weird is going on. So Marco, Jake, and Axe decide to morph and check old Eric out, just to see if he's been infested with a Yerk. The good news is that Eric's not a human controller. The bad news is that Eric's not even human. Okay, let me move the feedback to this computer. To this screen. Hey Google, turn on studio light. Shit, thought I had already done that. Yay! Oh shit. Okay, didn't have the light I wanted to. Oh well. So yeah, now we are on Animorphs number 10, The Android by K.A. Applegate. And the Animorphs TV show that, yeah. Mm-mm. It every now and again it'd have an episode based on one of the books. Usually very loosely. But anyways, I can't remember the episode for this this book, but it's one of the most infuriating things the show did. And how it just and it's a prime example of how the show utterly ruined the books. Like, I can understand that since they decided to do live action for some reason, that, there were some things in this book that would not be possible. A few key sequences could not be shot. But, they could have done a lot to bring, the heart of the book, to the small screen, but they didn't. Again, okay, they messed up some of the visuals. Okay, budgets are a thing. But they also dropped all of the hard hitting things this book throws at you. This is young adult, but there's some really heavy stuff in this book in the series. Without spoiling anything, really, this book does delve into pacifism and even examines free will. And, Eric's backstory is just utterly devastating. It's not a happy backstory, at all. And, Eric was in the Animorphs TV show, and they could have had him say basically, the backstory of the books, but instead they're like, okay, let's go for something way tamer. And it just pisses me off so much. If you have seen the TV show, I feel sorry for you. And if you saw the TV show before reading the books, I am even more sorry for you. Because once you see what this book has in store, you'll understand exactly why I am so pissed off. I'm smiling to hide the pain. But yeah, come Monday, if things happen on time, I will be starting to read the book Animorphs number 10, The Android by K. Applegate. And if you want to get a head start, please go ahead. Remember, these dramatic readings are nothing but basically adaptations. So they're just my feelings on the book. And, to read it and give your own interpretations, you should read the book yourself. And wherever I post this video, you'll have a link to buy the book, and please do. It is awesome and heartbreaking and awesome. And if you notice the cover of uh, that I chose for this book, it has an Irish settler. Now, Marco morphs the dog near the beginning of the book, but the that morph doesn't really hold that much importance for the book. Instead, the the animal of the dog is extremely important to this book, like some of the themes, some of the stuff that goes on. Well, the morph itself isn't really important. Just dogs are highly, highly important to this book. So I decided to do the Irish settler instead of the actual animal that was chosen for this cover, which is a spider. And I'm actually arachnophobic, so I was sort of glad I could wiggle my way out of doing that. I might do a spider on a later cover, but for this one, I got out of it. So again, I'll hopefully be starting chapter 1 of The Android on Monday, and please feel free to buy the book, read it yourself, and then listen to my lovely dramatic reading, where I will hopefully not butcher up too much. And I could have gotten this video out sooner, but I decided to take a nap, and then there's dinner, and yeah. So, hope you are all having a great and safe night and staying as sane as possible. Bye.